Welcome to the RadioU Podcast. Coming up, Taco Bell might be adding pumpkin spice to the menu.
Also, is Taylor Swift's brand better when she's sad and writing breakup songs?
All that and more on the way next. Now, Allie, I noticed that you did something with your hair.
Oh, yes, I did. I got my highlights redone.
Highlighted.
Touched up a little bit. They had grown out. The last time I got the highlights put in was in November. So it had been a minute since I had gotten them updated, and they needed redone.
I like how yesterday, and actually a couple times, I think you gave the heads up that you were going to change.
Right.
Or at least you were going to get your hair done.
Did I say it a couple times?
I think you did. I think you mentioned, you mentioned it yesterday. I think a couple days in the past you mentioned it. Oh, no. The warning, the countdown to the hair adjustment. And I appreciate that you did that because your hair, you said it probably won't be really noticeable. And I was thinking, then why do it? But then you come in today and it is noticeable.
Yeah.
But it's only noticeable enough that if you haven't given me the countdown that you were about to get your hair done, then I'd just be over here sitting like, is her hair look different?
You'd be second guessing.
Yeah.
But too afraid to ask.
Right. Yeah. So it's just different enough that I can definitely tell a difference because you warned me. But not so different that I'll feel confident going, what's up with your hair now?
Yeah, what's up with your hair? Yeah, no, I got it redone. And I do feel like it looks more blonde now because the highlights are blonde. So I feel like it added a little extra blonde this time. And the stylist kind of asked me if I was okay with that. And I was like, yeah, I'm fine with that. Like, I've gone all blonde before. I'm never doing that again. But I was okay with adding a little bit of extra blonde to bring out some more highlights. So, she did a good job, and I'm happy with it.
Yeah, no, it looks nice. It's definitely a little lighter than it was before. I'm disappointed that you didn't do this before the Oscars. Hello, we dressed up and everything.
True.
Bad scheduling.
It was it was just scheduling for this salon. Sometimes
it was probably busy with the Oscars coming up.
Oh yeah, everybody had to get in there, get their hair done right before the Oscars.
Parties and stuff. So, well, of course, you know what to do. Go on the RadioU Mornings YouTube channel today and subscribe if you haven't yet, because why haven't you? And then you'll be able to see videos we post from the show today. And on our Instagram, too, at RadioU Mornings, you'll be able to see Allie's hair and compare. Taco Bell just held their Live Más event, the second time they've done this, where, isn't it crazy that they even can pull this off? They're just a fast food restaurant, but they invite all these people and hold this big event in Brooklyn where they showcase all of the new food that they're working on putting out in Taco Bell's over the coming next year. And so we got a taste of, figuratively, of what they will be serving at restaurants coming up in 2025, and some of it's pretty exciting.
It absolutely is. And honestly, it's so smart that Taco Bell's doing this. Brands have started to realize, like, if you just invite a bunch of influencers and put them all in the same room, you just create this buzz around what you're doing. Now. Exactly. And because people are posting about it on social media, and then people share it and are like, oh my gosh, did you see this new thing that Taco Bell made? Like, this looks insane. So yeah, this is a smart idea. Honestly, more brands should probably do stuff like this.
And it's almost like you can't. It would be weird to make a trailer for your food that's coming. But this serves as like a movie trailer for your upcoming food items. So I feel like one of the most unique ones that they showed off is their queso crisp taco, which is a taco that literally has a shell made entirely out of cheese. So I'm imagining that it must be keto friendly then, which I don't know if that's still as trendy as it was, but also who doesn't just want more cheese in their life?
I mean, this sounds interesting. It looks super crunchy because it's like crunchy, cheese that's been like, I don't even know what the proper word is, but like,
it's been crisped up.
Yeah, crisped to make it a possible shell.
If you ever have been keto and you had to make, just to give yourself something to eat, just melted cheese in the oven where it like starts to get crispy, you call it cheese chips.
Oh.
They basically did that for a tortilla. So this is going to be, it looks like it's going to be much more crunchy than like a soft taco, which I would probably prefer the soft taco. They should make it like all melty, but then that'd be like your hands would get all greasy or whatever.
And it would be a mess.
Yeah.
I mean, a total mess, which I'm actually kind of worried that this will be a mess as well. Because I feel like this isn't going to hold up as a regular hard shell taco.
Yeah, I feel like you bite into it and it's just going to crumble.
Right.
But it points for creativity. Some of the other things that caught my eye, the first ever new Baja Blast flavor for Taco Bell since the OG came out. I think they put out some Baja Blast that you could get in stores, but not like new flavors, but not at Taco Bell itself.
Yeah.
But sometime this year, the Baja Blast Midnight will be available. And that is Baja Blast with, I was looking it up, passion fruit.
Oh.
Passion fruit flavor, if that interests anybody. What else caught your eye, Allie?
I mean, definitely the burrito. This will be the first time that Taco Bell's done anything with rice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Adding rice to the menu.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they've never done that.
I guess it is. It says infused directly into the rice, which will be a first for Taco Bell. They're talking about the Flamin' Hot
rice. Got it. Yeah. I was like, I thought they had rice, but Flamin' Hot rice, that's that could be dangerous.
Yep.
Did you see that they have they were testing out different empanadas too?
Oh, yeah.
And I love the caramel apple empanada that they brought back for the Decades menu. And then I saw that they have a Mexican pizza empanada, which I also like the Mexican pizza. It's one of the things I would order.
Empanadas are great, and I would definitely be more inclined to get them if it was like a savory empanada. So yeah, I'm all in for that.
And you talk about like portability.
Oh,
That's something you could eat while driving and not have to worry as much.
Sure.
But they also are testing out, I'm imagining, they'll probably release this in like May, the pumpkin spice empanadas. Yeah, no, that's, again, another trend. I thought we were past pumpkin spice, but the people keep voting with their wallets that we are not past pumpkin spice.
No, people are still in on the pumpkin spice.
And you want to talk about what could give pumpkin spice a big resurgence is Taco Bell collaborating with pumpkin spice.
Oh yeah. Taco Bell makes everything go viral.
That's right.
Chicken nuggets, everything. So yeah, it's pretty fun with the stuff that they're going to be trying out this year. But definitely I think the thing I will most likely try off of these new reveals will be that queso crisp taco. And now, Hudson, I am very hungry.
Yeah, I know. My mouth is watering.
My stomach is growling.
Yeah. Is Taco Bell open around here at this time?
I think they're open all the time, right?
For breakfast? I know people love their breakfast. I don't know if they still do that.
I'm not sure either. I
don't see any breakfast items on this list.
I haven't had their breakfast.
Check out this new study that was just done. Allie, it's a study that was done actually in Canada where basically they found the more you actively pursue happiness, the less likely you are to be happy.
Oh.
Yeah. They say that actively pursuing happiness drains your mental energy, leaving you with less willpower for other important tasks and decisions. So I feel like part of what they learned in this is, in other words, if you choose the thing in the short term that you think will make you the happiest, long term, you may not be making the best decisions, and therefore overall, you're going to be less happy. It's going to lead you to be less satisfied with things over time.
Yeah. So in other words, the pursuit of happiness kind of leaves you down and not happy at all. And you're not really able to reach that happiness in that pursuit.
Another way they put it is rather than constantly striving for maximum happiness, accepting your current emotions and appreciating what you already have may lead to better well-being.
Ooh, contentment. What a hard thing to get a hold of sometimes, right?
Yeah. Well, it's so interesting. I guess if you focus on I want to be happy, then you're always thinking about what is the thing that will make me happy.
Right. What do I not have that will make me happy?
It's almost like you have to tell yourself I am happy already, and then you will be happy.
Yeah, trick your brain or whatever. It just come to that contentment, come to terms with what you do already have. It's like the whole thing of like counting your blessings and realizing what you've already been blessed with makes you realize, wow, I really am in a better place than I realized.
Yeah. I think count your blessing. That's right. You got to look at what you have today. And I know that is difficult for people because the world is telling us that, no, you don't have enough. You're not happy enough. Like, this is what you
deserve
need.
better. You deserve more. Better.
Yeah. And I mean, I think two things can be true. So there are things that maybe we deserve and maybe that would make us happier if we got them. But that doesn't mean you can't be happy the way you are right now.
Yeah.
Happy with what you have right now. And I'll tell you that having a relationship with God goes a long way towards changing your mindset to making you happy and content and satisfied with what you have in the moment. Because when you're talking to God about life, when you're relying on him for the future, then you know that like, hey, I don't need to think about all these things that will make me happy because God will give me what I need.
Yeah.
So I don't have to chase after the stuff and try to focus, try to pursue maximum happiness, which is just, according to the study, just going to leave me worn out anyways and not able to make great decisions. I can trust in God, and that will get you the satisfaction that you need.
Yeah, I know we talked not too long ago about a similar concept, and I mentioned one of my favorite songs is by House of Heroes called Satisfied. Mm-hmm. And towards the end of the song, the lyrics are like, I'm giving up killing time, because it really is like this thing this game we get caught in where we're like searching for satisfaction, and all we're doing is killing time and just not feeling satisfied at all, maybe even making ourselves less satisfied by searching for satisfaction. And it's like, we won't be satisfied in those things. Our satisfaction comes in God.
Yeah. So if you want to experience that and take a step towards having satisfaction and actual happiness today, start talking to God about it. Say, hey, Jesus, give me some of that happiness that I need. Help me to be satisfied and to count my blessings, the things that I have today. And start talking to him about that. Let him talk to you, and it will make a difference. You can go to RadioU.com/free gift if you want to know more. You're not much of a gamer, are you?
Not really, no.
But you are a bit of a skateboarder, I feel like I remember.
I do love skateboarding. Am I good at skateboarding? No, but I do watch like SLS, which is like Street League.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How good do you think you would be at video game skateboarding?
Not good at all.
Not good?
No.
Not even in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 Remastered?
No. I remember trying to play that when I was younger and being pretty bad at it.
Yeah, I haven't played any Tony Hawk in a long time.
Yeah.
But I was looking at the details that were revealed yesterday for the remaster of Tony Hawk 3 and 4. Mm-hmm. And I'm actually like, should I get this and play this?
You're actually excited?
Yeah. Mostly because so it's like Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 that came out, I think as recently as 2021. But I don't know much about this stuff. I don't. I'm not into Tony Hawk normally. I played the game, but
sure.
It's not.
You're out of the loop.
Yeah,
now.
I am out of the loop.
Yeah.
But they're remastering it. So they're adding new stuff in as well, to make it a modern 2025 version of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. One of the things they're doing is adding an all new level called Water Park, which is literally an abandoned water park that you can, skateboard in. Which that sounds so fun to me.
Sounds really cool.
Yeah. And obviously I wouldn't do that in real life. But
in a video game.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about the skateboarding stuff you could do in the big swirly thing that's like a giant toilet. Think about what you could do in there.
Oh, yeah. It would be crazy. It'd be gnarly.
It would be, that sounds fun. Now, maybe this will mean more to you, Allie. They're also adding a bunch of newcomers that are, current skaters in real life.
Yes.
Do you know who Raisa Leal is?
It's actually Raisa Leal. She's from Brazil. I know it looks like it's supposed to be Raisa, but
all right. How do I pronounce this? Chloe Covell.
Yeah, she's from Australia.
Jamie Foy.
I think he's from Canada.
Hey, I know who I'm playing as. Zion Wright.
I believe he's American.
And Yuto Horigome.
An amazing skater from Japan, does some of the best tricks in SLS currently.
And so those are the new characters. Although they're real people.
They're real people, yes. They're real skaters, just like Tony Hawk.
Yeah. And this is going to be July 11th is when this comes out.
Okay.
So, I might, I don't know. It's expensive to buy games.
Yeah.
Should I buy this? Should I just, go to some friend's house that has it?
Like you're 12 or something?
Yeah, have a sleepover all night for the weekend. That's probably more.
Can I come over and play Tony Hawk?
And all of a sudden, I'm just
3?
inviting myself over to Ben's house every weekend. If his wife allows it. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. You could do that. You could definitely do that. You can report back here on the show how it went. Mm-hmm. If you were able to do some cool tricks with Tony Hawk or Chloe Cavell.
Maybe we can get Jamie Foy. Maybe we can get Radio U to foot the bill if we play it in like a stream or something.
Maybe. Although, do you need like a console or a PC to play this?
Well, yeah. I mean, like a Switch. You would need the Switch. You'd need a PC, Xbox One, which that's what I have, so I could play.
Okay.
And PlayStation 4 and 5.
Yeah, I don't have any of those things. I have a PC, like I have a computer,
you
a
think
laptop.
they'd be capable of running this?
Absolutely not.
No chance.
No chance.
Yeah, we don't know much about gaming. We know that much. It's coming out. It's only $49.99.
Oh,
that's actually not a bad deal.
That's actually pretty cheap for new video games.
I was imagining more.
It's about like $10 less than normal.
That's just the standard version, though.
Oh.
And we got to go for the deluxe.
Is the deluxe the one that comes with Jamie Foy?
No, it comes with Doomslayer and Revenant Skater skin.
Okay. I don't know what that means, but okay.
It's worth $20 more. It's definitely. Seems that there's trouble in paradise. Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, the relationship could be on the rocks. Ever since that fateful night at the Super Bowl in New Orleans, when Taylor Swift got booed on the Jumbotron, apparently it's been all downhill from there. And it's gotten so bad that members of Taylor Swift's team and people in her circle of trust have started advising her that she may need to break up with Travis Kelce to protect her brand.
Oh, my goodness. I don't think Taylor will ever hear this, but if she ever does, ever comes across it, don't do that. If you are truly in love with somebody, which it looks to be that they are, don't break up with someone based off of the impact on your brand. Taylor Swift's brand is going to be fine. We've already talked about this. The Philadelphia Eagles fans, they're notorious for booing anything. They're going to boo you.
They whipped batteries at Santa.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to boo you because you're with somebody that was on a team that they were playing. Okay? It's nothing about you. It's nothing about your music. Just get over it. It doesn't need to be some big dip to your ego. There's still plenty of people that love you, adore you, and enjoy your music. So if people are telling her this, then they need to get out of her circle.
But what do you say, Allie? It's not just that she was booed at the Super Bowl. Since the Super Bowl, since being booed, she's lost 114,000 followers on Instagram.
Do you know
That's not nothing.
Do you know how many followers she has on Instagram?
No.
It's like in the hundreds of millions. I think she's doing fine.
But why are they going away? It's because it's Travis Kelce's fault. It has to. It simply must be.
No. That is just an excuse that people just sometimes don't like seeing other people happy.
Yeah. So that if you were advising her, you would say, stay with him even though it's horrible for your brand.
It's not horrible for your brand. You have 282 million followers on Instagram. She's fine.
Maybe she should, she should force him to retire. Then he wouldn't be on a team. She wouldn't get booed anymore. Listen, I have the answer. Her advisors are doing her absolutely wrong here.
Okay.
You're right, Allie. She should not break up with him.
Yeah.
She should have a baby. You want to get your Instagram followers back? We're pregnant. Gender reveal, pregnancy reveal. You and Travis, it's come on. You get married, you get a ring. Why are people telling them to break up? The best thing for her brand would be to have a baby and get married.
I think
that would fix your Instagram.
I think that's jumping a few steps ahead. Maybe just get engaged. There were rumors that was going to happen.
Yeah.
So maybe do that. I don't think we need to jump to the baby part just yet.
I remember people saying that they were like functionally engaged. Like they were basically essentially saying they were engaged. They just didn't do the ring thing
Well,
yet.
then put the ring on it, Travis.
That would be great for Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. If
vicariously for your brand.
If she is so worried about her Instagram followers, which I don't think she is, I think other people are chirping, then put a ring on it, Travis, and that will solve it.
You know what's crazy is like at first you hear this and you're like, this sounds so ridiculous that she has like a team of advisors. trying to influence her relationship.
Yeah, I would just boot those people out of my life.
It sounds crazy, but actually, isn't it relatable? Don't we all have family and friends that try to give you relationship advice?
Yeah, but they're not telling you to break up with someone because of your brand.
No, but
they're telling you to break up with someone if they're bad.
Self-serve their own interests, though.
I mean,
ever since you started dating Brittany, you haven't really been around. We'd really like to see you. It doesn't feel, like that. You could hear your parents or your friends saying that.
I mean, for sure.
Some are genuinely giving good advice, and some just have their own interests at heart.
Yes.
Very similar.
That's exactly right. But this just goes on a different scale because of who she is. But yes, that is exactly right. When you're in a relationship, people try and influence you and try and tell you things. And sometimes that advice is good and sometimes it's really not. You
know what the best thing for Taylor Swift's brand would be?
What?
For her to be happy.
Yes.
I have a question. People can chime in at 8772 Radio U. If your job had like a scouting combine like the NFL has, what would the events be? Because the NFL scouting combine, it's been going on. It's where, the players go, they get tested at football stuff, but not actually in a football game.
Yeah.
They're just in shorts and T-shirts and, you see how far you can throw the ball and how high you can jump and whatever. Allie, if there was a radio scouting combine, what events would we have?
Probably like...
That would kind of tell us if you're good at radio, but not completely.
Yeah, probably like read this copy in 60 seconds or 30 seconds.
Copy is like a script.
Yes.
That's what we call it in the biz.
In the biz, yeah. Yeah, so read the script in like 30 seconds or 60 seconds. So like read a 30-second spot. Or maybe something like, here's a topic, make a break out of it. Something like that.
Yeah, say something interesting about this thing that you don't care about and know hardly anything about.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Yep.
That would really separate the contenders and the pretenders.
Oh, yeah.
For getting into the radio biz.
The men from the boys.
Yeah, seriously. What other radio? I mean, people don't think that there's so many things in radio that aren't actually on the air,
Yeah.
And I don't know, how could we test people on even this is on the air, but like running the board. How could we test, like practice, like moving a little thing up and down?
Move the pot up and down.
The pot is the word for what we call the sliders.
The sliders.
So we call them pots in the biz.
We got all the RadioU lingo. That's what you need. A test on radio lingo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If somebody said, get your cans and adjust the pot.
Yeah.
And if they know what you're talking about, they can be a radio DJ.
Yeah, they have a little test that has all these words on it, but it's like, what does it actually mean?
I like your idea of like, if we are actually being real though, trying to read a script and time it out to the exact right time.
Yep, time it out. Don't have any mess ups or like, mumbling or sounding weird or whatever.
Be another good one?
What?
You have 2 minutes. Can you eat this Nutri-Grain bar? Like that would be.
Can you go to the bathroom?
How fast? Like how fast? It's not that we time you.
No.
It's just you have this long. Can you do it?
Yes.
Or no? And you have to decide in that moment and either hold it then for 10 minutes.
Yep.
Or go now. But you have
that
less than 2 minutes to do it.
decision-making skill is important in radio because we have to make that decision all the time. We talk about it. Oh, do we have enough time here to go grab a snack? To go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
You got to be able to make those choices.
That's the kind of thing only a seasoned, like sometimes only seasoned pros, seasoned veterans are able to do that. We are doing Would You Rather Wednesday. The question coming from Lincoln saying, would you rather Airbnb a cave for a night or a castle, as in like stay in one? And some good answers coming in. We heard from Aurora, who says, depends on the cave, but probably the cave. It's probably cheaper. And what would I even do with all the rooms in a castle? Good point.
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe pretend to be a princess or something.
Yeah, or you could run around like a crazy person.
Yeah.
It could be fun.
You could, pretend to like ward off an invasion of a neighboring.
We're under siege.
Yeah, exactly. Pour scalding hot water on the people below. I believe that's what they did.
Scalding hot water.
I think that's how they tried to defend themselves.
Sure.
Brianna says definitely castle to fulfill my childhood dreams. You think dreams of being a princess or warding off invaders?
Both, right?
Yeah, definitely both.
Both.
But also castles are notoriously cold. The cave would either be cold or nice and warm, so it really depends on the furnishings.
I like that.
I feel like if it's on Airbnb, they both got to be like climate controlled like, in a nice way.
Yeah, I think definitely if you look at the ones we were looking at, they look pretty nice. So I think you should be fine with like hot or cold, whatever the temps are. I think you should be good.
Andrea said, did Lincoln pick the castle, cave, or log cabin?
Funny.
Regina says, I definitely go castle because that would be super cool, super fun. I don't know how well a castle is temperature controlled, but I feel like in a cave, I feel like I was going to be trapped. Definitely a fear of mine is being trapped and not being able to escape or breathe.
Ooh,
So
claustrophobia.
claustrophobia. Yeah, definitely. Sounds like for Regina. What are you thinking, Allie? What would your choice be? Cave or castle?
This is a hard one for me because I was obsessed with like Disney princesses growing up and like Barbie's Rapunzel and like all of those fun things. So those were all in castles. But I think I'm actually going to go with the cave because the past few vacations I've done, I've gone out to like Hocking Hills, which is a nearby park for those of you that don't live in Ohio. It's a beautiful park. State park, and I just have really enjoyed like connecting with nature, and so I think I would really like the cave option. I think that offers that a little bit more.
I'm with you. I've looked at the caves and castles extensively on Airbnb at this point. The caves look more fun to me.
Okay, yeah.
A castle would feel luxurious in a way, but there is something to the point of people saying, or I think it was Aurora that said, what would I do with all those rooms? Like, if it's just me or just me and a few friends, like, we don't need all that space, but the cave, I'm with you that it would feel like you're connecting with nature.
Yeah.
And also have that aspect of the castle where you're kind of traveling back in time.
Yes.
And while some may want to cosplay as a princess in a castle, I would like to cosplay as a troll living in a cave. So that's why.
Yeah. I will say, if I ever did like rent out an Airbnb that was a castle, I would 100% take advantage and be like, all right, guys, we're doing like a Bridgerton ball. We're going to get all dressed up and have a lot of fun.
The truth is, though, both would be great.
Both would be amazing.
I would take a free stay, a complimentary stay at either.
Yeah.
And document it on all of our RadioU socials and everything.
Yeah. Can we get some passes for that?
I was looking, most of the ones are really booked up like a year in advance. I don't know if you saw this, but earlier this week, Diana Rossini of The Athletic, a big sports reporter, she was on the Part of My Take podcast, where she basically suggested it's a matter of when, not if, the NFL is going to host a Super Bowl overseas. It is going to happen one day, probably sooner than later. The NFL will take the Super Bowl to London or Australia or Brazil or any of these other sites in Europe and across the globe that have hosted NFL regular season games. At some point here soon, we're going to get a Super Bowl overseas. I don't know about you, Allie, but I think that is absolutely wrong.
Yeah. No.
We can't do this.
I hate that idea with a passion. It would just be like the World Series suddenly being in Korea or something. Like, as much as the international games are great and so many other countries now are partaking in these American sports.
Yeah, it's great
awesome.
that the NFL is getting fans worldwide.
Sure. And it's the same for lots of different American sports. But I just think this is your big moment. This is your championship. You cannot play it anywhere else than where these teams are from, where these fans are from. You're going to make it impossible for the fans of these teams that are in the Super Bowl to go watch the game. You're going to make it exponentially harder.
Yeah.
And it's
already expensive and hard enough.
Right. Because they have to travel out of town anyways, for the most part. But yeah, that's ridiculous. And I don't know why she's saying this. I have not heard.
Because I think she's right. I think that the NFL, in their thirst for growth, will not be able to stop themselves. One day they will make this choice.
If Roger Goodell does this, that's. I mean, I don't know what better way to put this, but like you're tying a noose around your neck, essentially, as the commissioner for the NFL.
The thing is, though,
the fans hate you already.
The thing is, what are we gonna do? Not watch when the Super Bowl goes to London, are we going to not watch the Super Bowl? Come on now.
I mean, I don't know what would happen.
Yeah, I think fans would be upset, but
for sure.
I don't think it would. I don't think that there would be any real consequences for the NFL.
Do you think the NFL would do a let's see how they react type of deal? Let's test them.
Maybe that's what this is. Like Diana Rossini getting it out there. Maybe this is kind of like testing the waters a little bit. This is one of the big sports podcasts she was on talking about this, even though she doesn't work for the NFL.
Right,
but,
yeah.
She's been, they're probably saying this to some reporters and maybe, they are testing the waters. But I can't imagine. The NFL isn't stupid. They have to know that it would be not well received among fans. And listen, this isn't just an American thing either.
No.
As in like, you mentioned the World Series or whatever that shouldn't leave North America. And I think that's true. But vice versa. Imagine if they were trying to take English Premier League or, something. I don't know. Their championships don't even work the same way. They don't have like a championship game, right?
Like the UEFA Champions League going to play in Kansas City. Like that would make no sense.
It would be dumb. Their fans would be upset. We shouldn't have it.
Right.
I don't even think we should have the World Cup. We don't deserve it. Let other countries that actually care about soccer have it. Don't bring it here. And Canada, why is Canada involved? We barely make the World Cup in our entire history. So it's not an America thing that like, oh, we need the Super Bowl because it's America. It's like, because we care about it more. And all the teams are here. Most of the fans are here. It belongs here.
Yep.
The soccer stuff belongs there and in Brazil and whatever. Like we don't have to make everything worldwide just because we can travel a little faster now.
Exactly. Like that's just dumb. Don't do this, NFL. Like the water is already hot just from this video alone. And I don't want to know what it would be like if they actually tried to do this. Mm-hmm. Fans would be livid.
I know we don't have a Canadian NFL team now, but even if like Toronto gets a team, I don't even know if Canada should get the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I'm Mr. Canada.
Right.
So the NFL, hopefully they never do this. I'm just saying, I believe it's only a matter of time. Ugh. There's this guy I follow on YouTube, one of my favorite channels. It's Beard Meets Food.
Okay.
He's from the UK, I think Scotland specifically. He has a giant beard. And his channel is he goes around the globe, around the world, and finds restaurants that have their own eating challenges.
Oh.
And sees if he can accomplish them.
Okay.
And the majority of the time he does. It's very rare that he's not able to actually complete it. He just did one. His most recent video is in Arizona at a place called Gilligan's. He did the 20 corn dog challenge. And Allie, I think I should do the 20 corn dog challenge.
You shod travel to Arizona?
I think so, or just get 20 corn dogs here and see if I can do it. In the video, he doesn't just beat the 20 corn dog challenge, which by the way, costs $40 unless you complete it. Then of course it's free. And you have an hour. You have an hour to eat 20 corn dogs.
Okay, that's not terrible.
He broke the record at the restaurant. He did it in like 10
minutes?
Yeah, the old record was 14. Let me see. How long exactly did he take? There's a drunk guy at the bar that bets the staff that he will be able to beat the record, and then he does. So that guy went. How long did it take him? I need to go back to it. 13 minutes.
Okay.
He eats 20 corn dogs in 13 minutes and a few seconds. But I think I could do this. I at least want to try. I want to test myself.
Okay.
And I'm not a competitive eater. Like this guy does this for a living. It's his channel. He was a competitive eater before. 20 corn dogs in 13 minutes. I don't think I could break the record. But I think I could eat 20 corn dogs in an hour.
Sure. I think you could do that.
You think I could?
Yeah.
My record is 8. But that wasn't even like a challenge. Like
an hour?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I ate 8 corn dogs while driving. So I think I could do 20 if I just had to sit down and focus.
That's wild to me. I don't even think I could eat one corn dog in an hour.
And some people might say, well, how big are these corn dogs? These are like, it's not like they're crazy long corn dogs.
They're regular fair size.
Yeah, they're about the size you would expect. Maybe a little large, like a little on the plump side.
A little plumper.
But I really think like this is...
You are the hot dog man.
I am. Yeah.
You got to do this, Hudson.
I think I could do that. We do the right day. You know, the day I ate 8 corn dogs was because they were like 50 cents at Sonic. And so I got 8 for $4. A pretty good deal.
Why did you buy 8 corn dogs?
Because I was hungry. And I love them.
Corn dogs?
Yeah.
That's so many.
And so I think we
But
just
I guess
wait.
it was $4.
We wait till the next Sonic 50-cent corn dog day.
You mean we're not going to Arizona?
You think it's worth it
Sure.
to film this video that at this specific restaurant?
I think we would have a great time.
I'm sure that we would. I mean, it is Arizona, which is my nemesis of a state, but
Nemesis of a
If I could
state.
go and complete
I
their-
need the background lore on that.
if I could go and complete their corn dog challenge, maybe that would earn them a little better favor in my books.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the Arizona
What if
is
you
my
lose
nemesis.
the challenge?
Then even more reason to hate Arizona. Yeah. And I just really believe, like, this really inspired me. I watch all the other videos he does. I don't think I could do most of the challenges.
Okay.
20 corn dogs, though, come on.
Yeah, that's right up your alley.
It really is. Thanks for listening to The Hudson Show. Please don't forget to rate and review the podcast.